Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are gonna be making some fudge chocolate brownies. And these are gonna be the best fudgy chocolatey brownies that you can make. This is gonna be the best recipe for right now. So let's go ahead and get into the ingredients that we're gonna need. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna need is 1 cup of either unsalted or salted butter, preferably unsalted, but I'm using salted, and I don't really think it matters too much, but you should use unsalted. The next thing we're gonna need is a measuring cup of any kind. I have this one with me. There's this. Yeah, moving on to the next thing. And you're also going to need some brown sugar, preferably light brown. You can also use dark brown. Light brown is just better when it comes to this. On to the next thing. You're also going to need some granulated sugar. On to the next. One other thing that you can use is 1 teaspoon of coffee. Now what this do is it kind of just touches up the chocolate flavor. But if you don't have coffee, you can just use an extra tablespoon of vanilla extract instead. Yeah, basically what the coffee does is it just wakes up the taste. So yeah. You're also going to need some salt. Let me get that out. Some salt, some Pam, some non-stick spray, doesn't matter. You can also use parchment paper, but I'm just gonna use some Pam. This is one of the most important things. Obviously, it would be flour. On to the next thing. The next thing you're gonna need is some cocoa powder, which is that thing right there. And you're also going to need some chocolate chips. You can use whatever chocolate chips that you have, chocolate chunks, you know, honestly, whatever you guys have. I think I'm going to use some Hershey chocolate chunks for this one today. So let's start making this thing. Okay, so what you guys are gonna want to do first is grab a bowl, and you're gonna want to completely melt your butter, not soften it. You're just gonna want to completely melt your butter. I'm gonna put it into the bowl here. Alright. I'm gonna melt this one first into the microwave for about 30 seconds. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention one other ingredient. You're also going to need some possibly baking powder. I need to look at the recipe one more time. Possibly some baking powder, and maybe some baking soda. You're also maybe, I don't know for sure if you're gonna need any of that stuff, baking powder, baking soda, but you're definitely gonna need some vanilla extract for this, just so it'll taste amazing. Alrighty guys, so I'm gonna add my first stick of butter into the bowl. Now we're gonna melt the other stick of butter. Guys, I forgot another ingredient once again. I promise this will hopefully be the last ingredient that I'll forget. The last, hopefully, ingredient you're gonna need is 3 regular eggs. Okay guys, we're now, other than that, besides the point, we are going to add our next stick of melted butter inside of the pot, the bowl. The next thing, like I said, is optional. I'm gonna get some of my parents' morning coffee. You can also use vanilla extract. So we're gonna need 1 tablespoon of either vanilla extract or coffee. So I'm going to just transfer it to the bowl very carefully. I should have did it over at the other place. Oh yeah, it's much quieter. Alright, we added in the cup, and this is what it's looking like so far. So what I'm going to get is this thing, and I'm just going to kind of just stir it around for a second. Alright, that should be good for now. Our vanilla extract. We're gonna just get our vanilla extract, pour it on in. That in there. And you're gonna wanna mix it. So yeah, you're gonna need 1 tablespoon optional of vanilla extract, or preferably coffee, and then you're also gonna need an additional required 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Okay, now you're gonna wanna get 1 cup of granulated sugar. And we're gonna pour it on in there. So like I said, guys, you're gonna need exactly 1 cup of granulated sugar, and it should be looking like this. This is where the brown sugar comes in. Okay, guys, and with that, now what you're gonna need is 1 cup of, hold on, I'm gonna pour the sugar in. It's kind of bally. I'm gonna kind of mush this up. Okay, I'm gonna put this in. The 1 cup of sugar. Let me get 1 more cup, so give me a second. Okay, we got our next cup, half cup of our light brown or dark brown sugar. We're gonna add that in there. This is some good brown sugar. Alright, guys. So after that, we're gonna just give it a whisk, and we're gonna wanna stir it in until it is almost mixed completely in there. So we're just gonna wanna very finely just stir it, either with a whisk or like a spatula like this. We're just gonna wanna keep on stirring, keep on trucking it, just like so. So the next thing you're gonna need is 3 regular sized eggs, and we're gonna wanna add it in to our bowl. Now watch this crap. Okay, that's 1. 2. And then I'd recommend, if you're not good at cracking eggs open and pouring them in without the shells, I'd recommend to put them in a bowl first and kind of just fish out the eggshells. So we're gonna do the next one. Okay, I kind of got it all over my hair, guys. That's not good. Ah, it's dripping. It's dripping all over. Alright, instead of cracking it on my head, I'm gonna crack it in a bowl just like a regular human being. Okay. And you can add them all in at once if you would like to. I just added them singly. And now you're just gonna wanna give it a whisk. Now give me a second to just stir this all up. Alright. Let's do this. Give it a big, good whisk. Just until it's almost completely combined. Ooh, this is taking quite a while, guys. Alright. This is what it should be looking like. Otherwise, it should be looking thick. So it could either look like this, like with this consistency, and this consistency, or it can be like kind of a more thicker consistency. It doesn't really matter as long as you have the right measurements and ingredients. I'm just gonna scrape off all the edges here. So on to the next ingredient. Okay guys, sorry about my hair. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add our dry ingredients. So let's start off with the first thing. Okay, first, you wanna start off with your granulated sugar. You're gonna wanna need 1 cup of your granulated sugar. Kind of spilling the flour all over the floor. I recommend to do this over the sink, guys, because you kind of spill it all over the place. So let me just do it over the sink real quick. Alright, you're going to want to add that in. Let me move this out of the way. You're going to want to add that in. I got a big mess. Look, I'm going to have to clean that up. Now we're gonna move on to the next dry ingredient. Alrighty guys, now the next thing you're gonna need 3/4 of a cup of cocoa powder. Cuckoo for cocoa, whatever they say. That would be about right here. It's kind of a little blurry. But it'd be about right here. Right above 1/2, of course. So let's go ahead and add this cocoa powder in. I want to get it all over the place. Okay, you're going to want to pour it in. Okay, let me see if this is enough. A little bit more. You don't want to add too much. Might be enough. Now once you add in the cocoa powder, you're going to want to stir it in nicely because cocoa powder tends to be a bit lumpy, of course. Okay, now you got our 3/4. You're gonna want to just add it into your bowl once again. Alright, next dry ingredient and the last, you're just gonna want to get 1 teaspoon of salt. So I'm gonna just add it on in, just like so. That should be enough. Alright. Hold on, guys. Now that we got all of our ingredients in, you're going to want to just stir away. Just like so. Until it is like a brownie consistency. So, this smell is very strong, guys. But it's kind of like a pizza dough consistency so far. Alright, back to the brownies. This so far looks a little weird, guys, because the flash is on. Doesn't want to focus. Look at that, guys. It's not done yet, so I'm going to pause the video for now until it's a nice consistency. Alright, guys. This is what the consistency should be looking like. Let me show you for a sec. It should be kind of like jello-y consistent. Kind of like a brownie consistency, as you all know. Just like so. And it's going to be very sticky, by the way, so I wouldn't recommend touching it with your hands. But this looks perfect already. Looks really nice. Can't wait to try these brownies out. So on to the next step. Alright, so the next thing, this will be probably your last step. You're going to want to get your Pam or your parchment paper, and you're going to want to preferably put it in like a cake pan like this. This is an 8x11 inch, 8x11.5 by 2 specifically. And you're just going to want to either spray your Pam or put your parchment paper into your pan. All around it, even like on the edges. Alright. Okay. Now we got that out of the way. Okay guys, so once you are done with your brownie mix, you're going to want to pour it into your bowl, right over there, right over there. And you're just gonna want to kind of evenly distribute it, even though it'll probably evenly distribute in the oven. And in just a few seconds, I'm gonna tell you how long to put it in and how long to preheat it for. So yeah, guys. So the last and final step is you're gonna want to get some chocolate chips. What you're gonna want to do is kind of evenly distribute these chocolate chips. Just like that. Hey, Macy, no. You don't get any chocolate chips. The real last step, guys, you're gonna want to preheat your oven to 350 exactly. And you're gonna want to put your brownie over there into the oven for about 30 minutes or until it looks crispy enough. So yeah, now I've got to clean up this huge mess. Guys, so this is what the final product looks like. It tastes amazing. I already got a little bite of it and it tastes absolutely amazing. And it should look something like this, and you're just gonna want to let it set for about 5 to 10 minutes. But look at all of this. Ooh, this is looking good. I can't wait to try this. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, turn on your post notifications. Happy Halloween. Have a good day.